So welcome to a look into our park home. We've been here 2 years nearly now. So right at the front we've got artificial grass and there's a pathway that goes round to the back garden. So let's go inside and have a look. So inside we've got a little hallway. So in here I've got a picture with deer on. I got this in the range and I thought it was fitting because we get a lot of deer in the back garden. So that's what made me like that picture. And then we've got a mirror here above the radiator from IKEA. I'm not sure about this mirror, so I think I might change at a later date. Then we have a storage cupboard here. So we've got a couple of hooks on the back. It's where we keep the Hoover. We've got some shoes that we wear every day in there, our Christmas tree and fan. Then into the lounge. So this end of the lounge is our dining room. So this is our dining table from Next. We bought this with us and it used to have benches and they weren't very comfortable. So we kept the dining chairs that came with the park home. And I think they look quite good together. So in this corner I've got a fig tree and I purchased this from the range. And I think it was about £35. I absolutely love it. We've just got that in a little wicker basket. And then these pictures with the black frames, the actual prints were from Desenio. So again, they've got reindeer on this one. So we've got the stag on this one. And that one is just the tall trees in the forest. Again, it reminds me of the outside garden with the deer and the tall trees. So on the table, I've just got this runner, which was from HomeSense. The vase on this plinth here, the plinth was from the range, the vase was from the range, and the blossom was from the range as well. Also, same for the candlesticks and the little hedgehog. So that's my table display. The lighting all came with the park home. And we put white light bulbs in. And when we moved in, they had a warm white light bulb in. I didn't like the colour. It made them go yellow when they were turned on. So we've since put a white bulb in there. And I absolutely love the colour of these. They're a nice, soft, coffee, grey, sort of greige, I suppose you'd call it, coffee colour. So they hang from the ceiling. We do have a high ceiling, which makes it seem more spacey in here. I love the ceiling. So we also have 3 windows and French doors. So in this window that faces out to the front, again, we've got some deer. They were from Tesco's. Originally a Christmas ornament, but I thought, well, they can stay out all year round. I think they don't look Christmassy, do they? That vase there was from the range, and also the little magnolia flowers. There's just 3 sprigs in there from the range. The stag's head here, the candelabra. I used to have this on my table in my other house. Again, that was from the range. The ornament camera, was from Next. I think that was like £10. All the plants are from IKEA. The curtains came with the park home. Absolutely love these curtains. Get lots of comments on these curtains. They're a lovely thick fabric and I love the print on them, and they've got tie backs. I do want to get some blinds to go down because we get the sun in all these windows. I have to close the curtains, so it'd be nice to have the blinds to pull down to block off the sun as and when needed. The large clock was from Next. I've had that several years. The sofa and chairs came with the park home. These cushions, I do want to change this up. This is a winter fur and the throw is winter fur. They were from, I think the throws were from Asda, Georgia Asda. I can't remember where the fur pillows come from, but I'd like to change them to a pattern pillow for the summer and put these back out in the winter. In this window here, we've got the nested tables. I've got a couple of books on here from HomeSense. Again, another stag. This one, I think, I can't remember where that was from actually. May have been the range, but the nested tables were from Next. The candle in the large glass vase here was from the range. The hair, again, I can't remember, I'm afraid. This large vase, love this one. I just tied the hessian bow around it, was from the range, and that was only £25. Absolutely gorgeous. And the lupins were from IKEA, and I've just put in some eucalyptus with them to fill it out, and I absolutely love that. I think that's stunning. The little cycle was from Next, and again the plant and the plant pot from IKEA. The coffee table came with a park home. It's something again we want to change at a later date. I think it makes it look quite dated, so we want to change that later on. But it's handy to keep your, put your cups on there, your coffee and your snacks and what have you. So on the coffee table, we've got this noughts and crosses that the kids absolutely love, and I got that from Amazon, I think. And then we have a couple of books. So this one here, The Art of Home, was from HomeSense. And then this one is just a fake one. It's handy for keeping stuff in. And that was HomeSense as well. In this corner, we've got the small table that goes with the nested tables from IKEA. Again, we've got a book on there and a diffuser. In the window, we've got the wooden elephant from Next. These little candle holders, little rustic ones, were from the range. And I think this vase was from the range. And also the eucalyptus. Oh, I think that was from Primark actually, the eucalyptus. And again, little plant from IKEA. That picture there was from the range. And then the pampas grass and the vase. I can't remember where that's from. I had that actually yonks. But I love looking at the French doors, looking into the garden, see all the trees, and very often we get peered in by a deer, which is absolutely lovely. You can watch the squirrels out there playing. Over here is another unit from Next. We bought over from our other house. The lamp, we got that from HomeSense, and that was a bargain. Absolutely loved this ginormous lamp here, and I think it was about £60. It was no more than that. I absolutely love that. I like soft lighting. So we've got our internet here. So we've got no dishes or anything. We didn't want to screw anything into the park home. So we've got Wi-Fi, just plugs in. We've got Sky Go. So there's no dishes or anything, just runs off the internet. Again, one of these fake Eiffel Tower boxes, so I can keep stuff in there, letters and things. This little plant pot here, I think this was, I'm going to say Home Bargains, I'm not sure, I think it was Home Bargains. And Mr. Bear here, relaxing, chilling with his book. I got in a charity shop in Cirencester, and that was only a couple of £. Mr. Brown Bear that sits on here is from IKEA. Grandkids love cuddling up, playing with him, laying on him. And the wicker basket down here has got some toys underneath and just a throw on it. And I think that was, where was the wicker basket from? I think that was Home Bargains, I believe. The fire came with the park home. It's an artificial flame effect. Looks very nice, makes it seem nice and warm in the winter. And then we put the TV on the wall there. The rug, we got this when we moved in from HomeSense. And again, it was quite a bargain. I think it was something like £50, something like that. But it's a nice thick, heavy rug. So that's my lounge and diner. A little look in the... Oh, I'll show this mirror. Got that from the range. Love this mirror. I've got my hedgehog doorstop down there. And a different hedgehog down here in the kitchen door. So in the kitchen here, well, behind the door we've got a radiator, and I've got my YouTube stand, and it's coffee time on the wall. That was from the range, and the coffee teacup there was from the range as well. This is what I call my coffee station over here. I've got a washing machine, a storage cupboard, we've got the toaster, the kettle, coffee maker, and the chopping boards, and then I've got storage cupboards up above. In here is the boiler, so we've got the central heating boiler in here, and the storage space down below. I've got some towels and throws in there, and bits and pieces down the bottom, and my floor cleaning mop as well. So that's the back door to the garden. Over this part here, we've got a dishwasher here. You've got the sink. That little drainer was from IKEA. It's handy just to put a few bits and pieces on. And then we got a microwave. The oven's electric fan oven. And then we got the gas rings. Extractor fan above. We've got the air fryer, which I use all the time. And then in here we've got the fridge and freezer. So it's a very small, compact kitchen, but not too small. And again, you've got the nice look outside in the garden. You see my husband out there looking at the bird into the lovely field, and I've just put some washing out. And just a little look at the garden. It looks like Mick's out here deadheading. You're deadheading the rhododendron. So we've got some nice big cushions to go on here. The shed down in the corner. Mick's done lots of little block paving areas as well. So got a little bit there, separate the two bits of artificial grass, and then some down the bottom there. And he's done the pathways all the way around. So we go down the steps here. Still got to finish potting up this plant. We need to get some more soil. Plants are all coming out lovely now. A lovely fuchsia. This is a beautiful butterfly hydrangea when it comes out. It won't be long now. See all the little buds in there. And then the path goes down the side, and we've got this grass area here. We need to finish painting the fence. It's all going to be the same dark grey that we got out the front, and then you can see on that panel down the bottom there. So it's looking nice. It's lovely and peaceful out here. Absolutely love it out here. Sitting there on an evening, or even in the day, watching all the wildlife. I've got my bamboo there. I've got to fill that tub up, get some in there. We want to make these into sort of clusters. When we were away in Greece, we saw lots of big standard roses. So we want to get some standard roses to put beside these smaller standard roses and start doing some clusters. But it all takes time and money, doesn't it? So yeah, we'll get there eventually, but it's looking nice now. We've got a climber in that tub there we need to plant, but we need to get that fence painted first. But yeah, it's looking very pretty. We're happy with it. And this view, we never tired this view out here. Absolutely stunning. The big tall trees. Lovely. The squirrels, yeah, and you get the neighbours put the little black tub over there, and they come and bath in it and drink out of it. It's just so lovely. You can probably hear all the birds now, and the honeysuckle, yeah, that we need to plant in these lovely big tubs that Mick made. And the hanging basket's starting to come out. Love these trailing begonias. Absolutely pretty. Yeah, we've had a wander out the front, Michael. We can have a look and see if we missed anything. Oh yes, there's a socket there. Mick's got to put it onto the unit. He's put an outside tap as well. Another tub there we need to plant up. And we've got this little bin section here. So let's just, behind the gate, store our bins. You can see that basket there. How pretty does that look? Yeah, it's just nice. We love the artificial grass. We'd like to put this down to block paving at some time as well. And perhaps get a seat out here so we can sit out the front and watch it all go by. Just waiting for the bin men to come. We've got our black bin out there. Okay, so let's walk down the hallway. So in here we have the second bedroom. So it's a double bed. We've got a Roman blind at the window that came with the park home. There is room on here to put a TV. So we've got the TV point and the socket. We're going to put one on here for the grandkids so they can come and chill on the bed and watch the TV in here. So it's a double bed, units either side, and we've got the two lamps. I want to get a picture above each lamp like I've got in my bedroom. And then we've got over here the double mirror wardrobe, which is handy for extra storage. On the floor here I've just got a little simple furry rug. I think this was from Home Bargains. It was something like $9.50. So that just sits on the floor. It just takes time, doesn't it, to get everything. I want to dress the bed, I want to get a throw on the bottom and some pillows in here. But as I say, it all takes time. Okay, so let's go into the bathroom. So into the bathroom now. So we've got a window, which is nice. You can let the fresh air in. We've got the blind, the distractor fan. This little boat here was from the range. The diffuser is from Next. That's the fresh breeze. I've just got a little plant over here. The wooden tray, I think was for Amazon. Little candle and sponges on there. We don't use the bath actually. The only person that uses it sometimes is Leo when he comes to stay. Down here I've just got a little basket with some extra toilet rolls and towels in. That was from Home Bargains. Radiator around the door, and then we've got the vanity unit with the mirror above. I do want to get a picture to go on here. I've just got another little diffuser and the coral shell on there. Yeah, so this is our little bathroom. As I said, well, it's not that little actually. I suppose it's average size, isn't it? I say little, but yeah, I think it's average size. So let's go into the bedroom. So in the hallway here, we have a loft up there. You probably won't be able to see the loft. So we've got storage in this part of the park home. Obviously not in the front half with the lounges because it's got the high apex ceiling. It's got a lovely little print on here. I think that was from, I can't remember, it was a Range or Home Bargains or somewhere. But into our bedroom, so it's all carpeted throughout. We've got two pictures on the wall here that either side the bed. They were from Dunelm and they were quite reasonable. Two for, I think it was £15 for the set, and I really like those, and that's what I want to do in the other bedroom, put a picture above each lamp. The lamps were from B&Q. They were originally green, they were from our other house, and I just painted them cream. The bedding is from Georgia Asda's, the Stacey Solomon range. Is 100% cotton, so it does crease. I haven't steamed it, so you will see creases on there. It does need a steam. I just haven't had time, I'm afraid. We've got the rug here. This was HomeSense, just a little furry rug. And then the bedside units, you want to change for bigger ones. It's a king size bed, and there's room either side to get a bigger bedside unit with more storage, so that's what we're going to do later. So this end of the bedroom, we've got a TV on the wall. It's a smart TV. You can see we've got the PlayStation there. The grandkids come in, sit on the bed, play the PlayStation. Again, we want to change this for a larger chest of drawers, give us more storage, and also this one as well. So this tall one and the dressing table, we're going to change that for probably one for Mike here. We're going to go and have a look, and so we can get more storage in here. Then I've just got these lupins, again they are IKEA, just my necklaces not on a tray, and my selection of Dialect perfumes and jewellery on the top there. Living in the park home, you do have to be quite minimalistic, so when we moved from our 3-bed detached house, we did have to obviously get rid of anything that we didn't need, so it gave us a chance to have a good sort out, and we only kept the stuff that we need. Okay, so let's go into the walk-in wardrobe. So this is our walk-in wardrobe. It does need a bit of a tidy up, I'm afraid, but in here I've got all my dresses and things hung up here. Lots of storage at the top. You see all my handbags. We've got mixed shirts, and we've got shoe storage underneath. And then there is a radiator down the bottom at the back, so it keeps it all nice and warm, so the clothes stay nice and dry as well. Okay, then we've got another little hallway down here that takes us into the ensuite. We've got a lovely big radiator, and this is the ensuite. So again, we've got a nice vanity unit. You'll probably see my husband who's doing the filming. Hello, Mick. He's got a bad shoulder, bless him. So we've got the little vanity unit, the mirror, we've got the nice pull down blind, and then obviously the toilet, and then just a little plant on here, and the lovely diffuser that goes off every time you wander into the room. And then over here we have a walk-in double shower. So it's got the rain shower at the top, the extractor fan, and then obviously you've got the shower nozzle here, the handle, and the little radiator. And it's nice, the bathroom and the ensuite have both got opening windows, because it's nice to have some fresh air, isn't it, in the bathroom. Keep it all nice and fresh. Then the little mat on the floor is just from, I think that was Home Bargains. I picked that for the main bathroom, but I didn't like the colour in there, so I kept with the brown, and I put it in here, but I think it just lifts it, warms it up in here. Okay, so that's our park home. We've been here nearly 2 years now. Absolutely love it. We love the view out the back, all the wildlife. It's just really nice. It's affordable living, you know, lets us have the holidays we want. So it was worth us downsizing. It's something we always thought we would do. And honestly, we have no regrets. Absolutely love it. And it's nice and peaceful and quiet. We sit out in the garden and, you know, have a coffee or a glass of wine and think, oh, how lucky are we to live here. Absolutely love it. So I hope you enjoyed this little insight into our park home. You know, if you have any questions, please ask me, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It really helps me out a lot, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.